Hey everyone, it's Manera. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's see who's here this morning. How's my sound? I tried to tag people this morning, but I don't even know what happened. But I got the weirdest thing that popped up on the screen that I have ever seen in my life. So I don't know what happened. Chris, how's my sound? What a crazy question when you don't know if anyone can hear you. Right? Good morning, Alice. Hey, Paula, where have you been? We missed you the other day at drawing. Sound is good. Thank you, Chris. All right, awesome. So I'm using Spear Farben colored pencils this morning. Good morning, Dawn. How's it going? Hey, Heather. I'm using Spear Farben. I have my 96 set. I was going to use 72, but I was too lazy to empty out the drawer of the supplies. Hey, Kennedy, what's going on? Who else is here with us this morning? I tried to tag some people in the comments, but it wouldn't let me, so I don't know. So today, I'm excited about today's topic because the topic is calm. Today is be calm. I think we have a lot to say about this. I don't know about you, but I think I have a lot to say about being calm. And I think it's something that is criticized sometimes when people can't be calm, you know? So we're going to talk about that. I was at the hospital getting a new cast. Oh, no. I hope you're okay. I tagged you in the video, I believe, for the drawing class. So that's all I have to say about that. So I'm using Spear Farben colored pencils today. I'm going to wait a little bit for everyone else to get here, but I thought that today we could color in the basic blending and shading technique because I really believe that this page, this is one of my favorite pages in the book actually, and I remember when we colored Be Brave, it was really all about shading and blending and kind of just doing the magic. Yeah, go ahead, Kennedy. That would be great. Kind of just adding some different colors and blending and shading. We did it for this one, too, for Be Funny, for the word page. And let me grab my colored version of the book. So I still have not figured out how I'm going to... Hey, Jody. Still have not figured out how I am going to republish this book. So bear with me. I've been working on a few other things over the past week or so. So one of them is Christmas camp. I'm so excited about that. Christmas camp. Christmas camp is happening. Let's share this out to a few different groups. If you could share it out to your Facebook page or to another coloring group. I'm sharing it to Coloring Books for Adults and to my coloring group, Just Color. So let's see. So what is new, everyone? Hope everyone is doing great, doing well, great, exciting, right? Be calm. Here we go. Sometimes I think that Scarlett needs to be calm, but she's not. Are you going to be calm today, Scarlett? Thank you for sharing that. Thank you for sharing. So I'm going to just get my dogs a bone because that's important, right? We're going to talk about being calm. We're going to read through. It's one of my favorite quotes by one of my favorite saints, I believe. And let me just get the dogs a bone, get them to be calm, and we'll get started in just a few. She needs a biscuit. You are so right, Allison. You know what's happening? We are low on biscuits. Whew. We are. I thought I had like a delivery coming, like an Amazon subscribe and save. But I looked this morning and we're not going to make it. I'm going to have to go buy biscuits today. All right, so let's talk about this. Let's talk about calm. In this book, there's a quote that I've used from St. Francis de Sales, and what St. Francis is saying is that never be in a hurry. Do everything quietly and in a calm spirit. Do not lose your inner peace for anything whatsoever, even if your whole world seems upset. So, what I think about this topic today is that if you can remain calm in the face of chaos, or in the midst of chaos, in the midst of a chaotic situation, then you have achieved something that far too many people are not able to. Hey, good morning, Sandra. So I just think that if you can get to that point of stillness in the I mean, first of all, let's ask let me ask this question. Are you the person that people come to in a crisis? Are you the person that people call when there's a crisis because you're the calm one, or you're the level-headed one? Hey, good morning, Billy Joe. Are you the person that everyone says they'll know what to do? I feel I'm kind of that person. I don't know if I like being that person, but I end up being that person. What happens to you when there's a catastrophic, and I mean, I use that term loosely because catastrophic situation could be so many different things. And what's catastrophic to you may or may not be catastrophic to me or to another person, and I think it's all individual. So I think that I think that it just comes from within, and it's all a personal. This is a very subjective topic, and I don't like. Hey, Sally, hello. Thank you for joining us. I think that it's annoying when people say calm down. I don't know about you, but I can't stand when someone says that to me. Calm down. What are you making such a fuss over? Be calm. Stay calm. What's the big deal, right? So what I went on to write here is that being calm allows one to enjoy a sense of peace deep inside one's heart and soul. Calmness increases one's capacity for hope, forgiveness, compassion, and creativity. As one learns to let go of what cannot be controlled, becoming a witness to life's moments. Are you a witness to life's moments? I don't know. The more frequently one can achieve a calm state of mind and body, the easier it will be to remain calm amidst a stressful situation. Stay calm. Yeah, calm down. Doesn't that just irk you, Chris? It bugs me. Don't tell me to calm down. You know, maybe this is my way of venting. Maybe this is my way of facing the crisis. You know, I've got to read what Sandra's writing here. Sandra says, focused intensity presented in I know what to do, face any crisis. I stay focused, take immediate action, then have to rest later. Me too. Exactly. I'm not saying that I'm not worn out. I don't like it. You know, I don't like the chaos. I've got to break a biscuit for Scarlett so she can calm down. Yeah, I get upset too, Alice. Don't tell me to calm down. I mean, yeah, maybe it feels good to. And maybe I am calm. This is the last biscuit, you guys. That's it. Maybe I still am calm, right? So I'm going to get started coloring this page because I think it's probably one of my favorite ones. And I'm going to try to use the same colors that I'm using that are in this book. So let's start out with this bottom flower here. And I'm going to color it this yellowish color. So I'm going to start out with, kind of blend it a little bit, Hot Sun. Yeah, so I think that, just had to give it a quick sharpen. Let's start out with this. I think that when somebody tells me to calm down, and that doesn't happen often, so it doesn't really bother me as much, but when somebody tells me to calm down, I think that's their own problem when they say that, you know? But you know what, back to my question. I mean, Sandra said that she is the one that takes action with focused intensity, and she's that person that people would probably say, here's my problem. I am that person. People call me when there's a crisis. And for some reason, when there is a crisis, I take action. I jump into action. I don't panic. I clean a lot when there's a problem. I don't know what it is. When somebody is sick, for example, and we've got a problem going on, I don't know why, but I end up cleaning. Doesn't mean that later on I'm not flat out emotionally exhausted. And I think that I mean, I guess the older you get, right? The older you get, the more worn out you become from, oh, I don't know. You know, emotionally and mentally exhausted is far different than being physically exhausted. So I think that all plays a huge role in how calm am I actually going to be in the midst of this. Yeah, it is a little condescending. I agree, Chris. It feels condescending when they say calm down. But they're saying it because, let's face it, they're saying it because they can't calm down. So who are we kidding? You know? I think that they're mostly saying it because they're figuring that they can't calm down. This one's Vanilla Flower. So far I've used Hot Sun and now I'm onto Vanilla Flower. Oh my goodness. Hey, Sherry. Good to see you, Sherry. So, yeah, I mean, I hope that, yeah, I mean, that's their problem, though, right? Alice is saying, a lot of time I feel that I'm calm when they say this. I say, I guess you really don't want to see me when I'm not calm. That's a good way to, yeah, exactly, right? You probably don't want to see me when I'm not calm if you think this is not calm. Yeah, so I just think that when there's a crisis, I guess it's my way of coping when that happens. What do you think, Sandra? I mean, it's something that's personal. I'm not doing it because I want to help others. And I don't mean to say that in a terrible way, but isn't that awful that I'm even saying that? But I'm not doing it to help others calm down. I'm mostly doing it to keep myself in control of what craziness is happening. Because sometimes you can't control things. So you've got to be able to control yourself. Control how you react, how you respond. Yes, and you can't please everyone. You're right. Glad to see you back, Sherry. I hope everything is going well with you. I know that Sherry's mom just passed away, and I'm sorry, her dad just passed away. We had a lot of people in the coloring group that people have passed away. I know Pam's mom just recently passed away this past weekend, I believe, and she wanted me to let everyone know that, actually. That's why I'm telling you that, because I don't usually talk about the sad stuff, right? Dawn says, when I am mad, my voice rises, or when I know people are not taking me serious, then I remain quiet. I am always told that I'm mad. I can't win. People tell me that too, Dawn. Isn't that a pretty color? We're going to move on now to this rose right here, and I've got my 96 pack of these pencils, so I think I can really kind of do this page some justice here. Because I've got some pencils in here that I really have never even used. And I'm going to see what happens if we take coral and ginger brown to create, to take care of that one. And I'm running out of space on my desk, by the way. I'm all discombobulated here. I'm not calm. It's just flustered. Oh my goodness. People always think that I am too, Dawn. I mean, I'm not mad at all. I'm usually the first one to crack everybody up, and I'm usually the first one to crack myself up. Paisley, on the other hand, is one that, of course, can be not calm. But then she can, you know? All right, this one's coral, and I'm going to do a heavy pressure at the beginning part, and then I'm going to go tell Paisley to be quiet and be calm. These are Farben pencils, Sally. I love these pencils. This is the 96 pack. They're oil-based pencils. And they come in a 96 pack and a 72 pack. I love them. Farben has also been extremely generous to my coloring community with giveaways throughout the years. So shout out to Tanya for all of it. I mean, a lot of people have. Albert Jones. But these are really nice, actually. All right, so I've got that color. Now I'm going to go here. Later, it's really exhausting. It is exhausting to the nervous system, isn't it? Let me put the box here for you, Sally. What color are you using now? Coral and ginger brown. I've got to get Paisley to stop. Hang on a second. You are not being calm. What is the problem? Do you have to go outside? All right, let's go. go lay down. Oh my goodness, sorry about that. Apparently these dogs thought they needed to do like their, you know, zip around the yard or something, right? Be calm, puppies, right? Crazy dogs. They also have fabulous watercolor brushes and yes, she is. She's fabulous. They do have really good watercolor brushes. I agree, Heather. Let's see. My dog started barking. Sorry about that, Sally. I know, they like want to do their like laps around the yard. Okay, let's see. All right, so we've got, first I did coral. Now I'm going, I don't need to zoom in, I don't think, right? Now I'm going to add ginger brown on top of it. These work really well without even adding anything else to them. I'm just going to kind of try to achieve that color that is right there. How are you spelling them? Hey, Julie. Let's see if I can type it in. S-C-H-P-I-R-R-E. Oh, no. R-E-R-R-F-A-R-B-E-N. Available on Amazon. I don't really know the prices of them. They're not a cheap pencil, but they're really nice. I mean, this is a 96 set. They come in the tin. I remember when I first got the 72 set, and I opened it up, and I just felt like angels were singing, like, Lord! You know, it was just like, oh my goodness, I was petting them. You know, it was just like, they're really, really pretty. They're not in order like they should be, like when they first come in the package, but they've got, this one has 4 of these rows. Here's the other one. The other row. I use a Boss Stitch electric pencil sharpener, and they work great in that. I use that for everything, actually, so that's my favorite go-to pencil sharpener. So I'm going to use ginger brown for this section here on top of the coral. And even in this kind of corner here, we're going to create a little bit of a shadow. But they blend really well like amongst each other. By that, I mean, like, you can use the pencils to blend. You don't need to use a blending solvent. You don't need to use a blender. Yeah, so these are really nice. It's just a good set of pencils. So there's my color right there of that color. Now, for this one right here, for this pencil here, I'm going to go strictly with coral. Yeah, I love them too. They're my go-to pencil, I think. I mean, I love Black Widows too. I love Duent. I like Castle Arts. I mean, I think there's, you know, I really think that the only pencil that I really don't like much of all of the brands is Prismacolor, believe it or not. I feel that they're kind of grainy. Although, I do like the Prisma Premier pencils. So I really do like that one. So I've been working on a couple of different things over the past few days. Matter of fact, let's see, what have I been working on? I'll let you know. Which one's Jody? What is Jody talking about? Not heard of those, Jody. Brit Uber 120s. Oh, I've never heard of those either. Oh, thank you, Kennedy. Let me see, what am I working on past couple of days. I have another, we have a fall fling coloring gathering that's coming up on October 20th and 21st. It's a Thursday and Friday, and I'm going to be teaching 2 brand new coloring techniques that I've never done before, and that are kind of new. I mean, they're not really new, but one of them is stippling, and the other one is called circular. And you get a PDF of 10 coloring pages, activity pages. I believe there's 10 activity pages. And you get a coloring page for each of the days. We're going to meet in a private group. $9.99 per person for that. That's exciting. Are you excited about that? How about you, Chris? Chris is super excited about it. I can tell. I can hear her saying, oh my goodness. All right, so I've got that one colored with that coral color. Okay, so we've got Hot Sun, Vanilla Flower at the bottom. Then here we have ginger brown and coral, and then this one we have coral. Now for this one we want to get a pink color. Let's see what we have here. Oh, I do think this one is good. And I'm going to pull out my white because I want to do a few things with that part. All right, so let's take the white, give it a quick shopping. Sandra's excited about it too. There's a lot of, I think there's 5 or 6 people signed up for it so far. But you can go to my website, Manera.com, and click on painting and drawing workshops, and it is there. So that's exciting. I'm super excited about that one. Then, I can't wait either. Yes, you sign up on my website for the one in October. I can drop a link in here, actually. I should do that, shouldn't I? The other thing I was working on that is, well, I'm still working on it. I'm in the midst of it, is my freebie yearly calendar. Can you believe it? It's already going to be 2023. Every year I give out a calendar that you can print yourself, a PDF, and it's a freebie. So I'm working on that. Maybe it'll be done by the end of the week. I'm not really sure. I don't know what else is happening. I have a website that I need to design for somebody, so I probably will be working on that at the end of the week. Let's see, Fall Fling. Yeah, so we have the Fall Fling Coloring Gathering coming up on October 20th and 21st. I'm going to pop a link right here. And hey, Pam, good to see you. Hope you're doing well today. And then I just popped the link, Paula. It's $9.99 for the Fall Fling. And then I have that calendar coming up, right? So I've been working on that. I'm going to add some white on top of this coral color. So I'm working on the freebie calendar. And then, what else was I working on? There was something else. There was 2 other things. 2 other things, and now my mind has drawn a blank. The calendar, the Fall Fling. Oh, Christmas camp. Oh, and the drawing workshop. That was the other 2 things. Drawing workshop and Christmas camp. So, my drawing workshop meets on every other Saturday. The next drawing workshop is going to start on October 15th. This one is Pink Lemonade. And I'm just going to give it a light coat here. This is a pretty color, isn't it? I've got to move this down a little bit. So the drawing workshop's the October 15th. And then it's every other Saturday. And then Fall Fling, October 20th and 21st. Free calendar, Christmas camp. Christmas camp is going to be, I have made the commitment. I ordered my supplies, which is all about making the commitment, right? All right, so Christmas camp is happening December 7th to December 11th. And I'm going to tell you what's different about Christmas camp. I talked about Christmas camp being all about kind of having a different thing where you get a box of supplies. So here's the deal. Christmas camp is going to be, first of all, it's going to be limited to only 40 people. So it will be available to begin sign-ups, I believe, on October 1st. So that's for Christmas camp. Only 40 people can join Christmas camp because that's the only, I'm limiting it to only 40 people. There will be giveaways just like every other camp. But what will be different about this, we'll meet for 5 days. But instead of getting a book, I'm printing all of the pages right here in my studio, and you will get a box. And you'll get a box of coloring pages. You'll get a box of every day's activity or tutorial, and it won't be limited to coloring. So we are going to be doing coloring tutorials. We're going to have some greeting cards that we're going to color and we're going to create, and I'll be printing those on cardstock for you, and you'll be able to get those inside the box. You'll also be getting, we're also going to do a canvas painting. We're going to ignore that. A beautiful little painting, Christmas theme painting. I have to let the phone ring before I say anything else. I'm not answering that. How dare they? Okay, good, stopped. All right, so we're gonna be doing a coloring, shipping to Canada. I've got to figure that out, Paula. So The Christmas camp is going to be $45 per person for this box. But inside this box, what you're going to get is 6 greeting cards. You're going to get coloring pages for the coloring tutorials. You're going to get additional coloring pages throughout it. You're going to get paint for the painting for canvas. You're going to get a piece of canvas paper for the paint on canvas activity. You're going to get the paint brushes. You'll get a template. You'll get drawing paper. You will get whatever you need to transfer that. We're going to be doing another one with one other activity that will be all about a number 2 pencil. You'll get the supplies for that. What else will you get? Oh my goodness, my mind is drawing a blank. Basically, you're getting everything you need. I think the only thing that you will need to provide would be colored pencils for all of the activities. And maybe a pair of scissors. Oh, and Christmas ornaments. We're doing Christmas ornaments. So you'll get the Christmas ornaments that we're going to be working on. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I do. Thank you. It'll be live videos in a private group, just like it always is. And you'll get the Christmas ornaments are going to be adorable. Plus, you'll probably get a couple other little goodies in the box. We're not doing pastels. I wanted to do pastels this time, Sandra. I did talk to you about that, but I could not find them. I could find them, but I couldn't find enough. That was my problem. So I wanted to, I just couldn't find enough. I had to buy all of the supplies up front. So I have a lot of stuff coming. I wanted to buy enough supplies so that I could only limit it to 40 people, to 40 campers. And the most I could find was 28. Can you believe it? It was driving me crazy. So that tutorial has changed. So instead, I'll be throwing in, I'll be adding some other supplies instead. So and I don't know what that last supply will be because once again, I looked for something else. I looked for chalk pastels, Sandra. And when I looked for chalk pastels, again, I could only get 28. I don't know what it was. And then another site kicked me out and they said, like I was at my maximum limit. It was crazy. Hey, good morning, Mamie. So I'm continuing on with this flower, this style flower with the pink all around the page. This would look good too if it had maybe some white gel pen enhancement or something. So yeah, so anyway, that's what's happening. That's what I've been working on. Plus Color Along Volume 20 begins on November 7th. That's exciting, right? Can't believe 20 volumes. And that one can only be purchased on my website. Again, still just on my website. And you can get the PDF or you can get the printed version. I'm printing stuff now in my own little corner of the world here. And I am going to eventually be doing some artist version books, like on some really, really good paper. So anyway, that's my spiel. Let's go back to being calm. So we talk about calmness, right? So what do you think? I mean, a lot of people have joined since we originally started today's video. And what do you think about this whole calm thing? Are you calm? What makes you calm? What helps you calm down? What makes you calm? And are you that person that, well, there's 2 questions here. First of all, what helps you become calm? Hanging with my dogs is calming to me. Sitting in complete silence. 20 volumes. Pam, you don't even know. I can't even believe it myself. Holy moly. 20 volumes times 22 pages. You do the math. I'm not going to do the math here in the middle of this. But yeah, 20 volumes, 22 pages each. How many videos is that? Oh, 480 maybe? Is it 480? Breathing exercises. That's a good one, Pam. Pam says breathing exercises are calming. That makes me not calm. Coloring and reading, says Kennedy. Yep. Drawing, painting is calming to me. Complete silence. Sitting in complete silence is calming to me. Um, what else is calming to me? Sometimes I don't like noise around me. Like, as far as, like, for example, yesterday I went to the eye doctor and I'm sitting in the waiting room and they had the radio playing. And honestly, it wasn't calming to me. I kept thinking to myself, I do not like this song and I want to change the station and this is not relaxing to me, and it was just bugging me. I don't know what it is. Karen says, coloring, reading, quiet in a dark room. Yes, a dark room. I agree with you. Coloring, you know, some people can't be in that quiet, right? Some people can't be in that silence of just being inside their head. They don't think that's calm because their thoughts are racing. Sally says, dancing, physical exercise is calming to me. Well, I do love to dance, actually. But, yeah, I guess it's calming. No, I don't really know if it's calming, but it is calming later. Don't you think? That's what I think it is. It does help me relax later because it gives me that kind of like that good kind of tired. Does that make sense? The good kind of tired where you are like finally able to relax. Watching TV is not calming to me because sometimes I do not like what I'm watching. Pam says, rocking in my rocking chair with my head back on the headrest. Oh, that is really calming. Miley calms me down, says, Chris, if I get wound up about something and she's laying next to me on the couch, I will reach over and pet her and I start to mellow out with her purring. Coloring, reading, and music, says Heather. One of the things that calms me down too is if I reach over and touch one of the dogs. Just touch their fur. Not really pet them, but just to kind of know they're there. So the same type of thing, right? Just to kind of calming. Or it'll help me fall asleep. Little things. You got to kind of have like your own little like, some people call it like a, oh, I don't know. I follow this woman that on Instagram, I believe, who talks about chronic illness, and she talks about having like a package of stuff with you all the time, like a bag that you carry with you or things that you take with you everywhere, that just in case you don't feel good or you feel like you want to feel better, it's in there. Pam says, yesterday they had Ryan Seacrest and Kelly Ripa on TV in the waiting room. I so wanted to change the channel. See? I can't stand, well, I don't really like talk shows like that. Why is that always on? This should be just quiet music. Or I'll tell you one thing that's really not common is you go to a doctor's office and there's like the little TV with the procedures. I don't really like that. I don't know about you, but I don't really want to see like the video or the graphics of something about the procedure I am about to have, you know, spelled out for me. I'm not the YouTube work. I don't like to watch like, you know, a YouTube video of the surgery I'm about to have. It's not something I want to know about. Sometimes the less you know, the better off you are. Heather says, animals are good for calming. They actually can lower your heart rate. Yes, they can. I agree with you. I mean, if you like animals, right? But sometimes maybe not so much. Depends on that animal. I mean, I don't know if about you, but I really don't think I would want a rat hanging with me. So I think that it's all has to do with what kind of animal there is, right? That would be crazy. So I think that the other part is that what happens to you in the midst of a upsetting situation. Pam says, I put Ocean View Music Channel on Comcast On Demand. Oh, that's a good idea. I like the fireplace, actually, on TV. Sometimes I'll put, like, the YouTube fireplaces on. And I just think that the crackling and just even having that image on in my living room changes the whole atmosphere. I don't have a fireplace, so I have to do the virtual fireplace. But I think that's very calming. I think it kind of changes the whole atmosphere. But I also only like that when it's cold outside. So I'm not about to put the fireplace on when it's hot. So that's a calming thing to me. I'd like to sweep. I know. I'm always sweeping. It relaxes me. Does anybody else feel like that? Vacuuming makes me tired and is more physically exerting to me for some reason. I don't know why. But sweeping, is not. Like, I could easily sweep. I don't know what it is. Does anybody else find that sweeping is relaxing? I don't know why I do, but it is a little relaxing. All right, we've got this other one right here. I like watching the videos of wind and ocean in Hawaii and other islands. Pam is saying, yeah, I do too. And I love to watch like something. You know what movie is extremely relaxing to me and calming, believe it or not, is The Perfect Storm, which is all of that. Maybe it's because I'm a Pisces and it just kind of, I like the water part of it. But you know, water is stressful to people. Even the wind is stressful to people. We had some heavy rain here yesterday and there was a lot of flooding. So sometimes that's not calming to a lot of people, Pam. But I agree with you. You angry clean. See, Dawn. Dawn says sweeping is relaxing. I agree. I have a huge, my backyard is mostly like one big giant patio slab. And then there's garden beds around the edges. And a lot of times I'll just go out there and sweep the entire thing. And it's kind of big to say like, oh, I'm going to go sweep the whole thing. But I guess I kind of know now, and I understand now, why you will see people. Hold on, I've got to give this a quick sharpen. Yeah, I guess I do angry clean too, or like go on a cleaning binge. I'll go on like a cleaning fit of cleaning weird stuff. But it's still never clean enough, so I don't know what my efforts are actually doing. But I do think I really believe that there's a reason why people go outside and you see them like sweeping. Sitting on the beach, Sandra says, under an umbrella with a good book and a pina colada. Oh, there you go. So what happens to you when there is chaos? How do you remain calm with that? Do you stop and say, okay, this is what I need to do to calm myself down? Or do you automatically kind of kick yourself into gear and all of a sudden a new you, I'm going to call it a new you. That's what I feel like happens to me because I'm really not that, I don't want to give myself that much credit that I could be like, you know, the Red Cross responder or somebody because I really don't think I could. But I think that a new me pops through and all of a sudden I'm like watching, like, yeah, I've become that observer, I guess, just like I wrote in here, where as one learns to let go of what one cannot control, becoming a witness to life's moments. A witness. How do you become that witness to life's moments? You know, you detach. I think I should be a Buddhist, actually. You detach from all of what is happening. And then you just want to say, I'm going to be calm. I'm going to be calmer than the rest. When I was a kid, rain was relaxing, but as an adult living in a flood zone was very upsetting when it rained. Yeah, I agree with you. I don't really like the sound of rain, to be honest with you. I just try to take deep breaths and try to clear my mind and go on, Pam is saying. So that's what Pam does in the midst of a bad situation or where she needs to calm down and like there's an emergency and we need to call, you know, something bad is happening. How about when it's going to snow or it's going to rain or we're going to get a bad storm if you live in an area where you get snow and you've got a forecast of a blizzard. And I'll tell you one thing, stop watching the news when that happens, right? Because that is not calming because they'll make you feel like you'll never ever leave your house when there's going to be bad weather. It feels like another personality takes over, Sandra saying. That's what happens to me. I'm like, who is this person? And why aren't they here with me every single day? What is going on? But they're bossy, that person. I feel like the other personality is like bossy pants. So I don't really want to be that bossy at that point. But I do agree with you. I do feel like, who are you? What have you become? Are you the person that was just lying there thinking, my life is the pits and I'm not good enough and having my self-esteem issues? It's like, oh my God, you know, it's crazy. And you know, it's really crazy. Pam says, I detach. I tell myself that it's not the end of the world. Yes, it is not the end of the world. I agree with you. And I have a few people around me that when there's going to be a big storm for some reason, and they're not even people that are close to me, but they just decide that they're going to just like invade my world and turn their anxiety on and for only me to see. And I just can't stand it. I have to be away from those people. It's not the end of the world. And Just move on, people. Just move on is what I say. Dawn says, I detach. I like this one, actually. I detach, or it seems like it. I may be high anxiety inside, but I seem calm on the outside, and I do take action. That's what happens to me, too. Pam says, my husband is very prepared in bad weather. I start telling other people what to do. Yeah. So you become like, I don't know what it is. So should we call you bossy pants, Pam? Do you wear your bossy cap, bossy hat? I don't know what happens. I guess it's our way of coping with it and to remain calm. I'm not curled up in a ball. And it's okay if you are, right? It's okay if you are curled up in a ball. But I just think that to practice that calmness every day. The other thing is that if the more you become calm and the more you get to that place of stillness in your mind, throughout the day or throughout your life, like throughout the day. Yeah, Commander. We all need hats. The more you become that and are able to figure that out of how that feels, then you will know how to get yourself to that place or that feeling when it's happening. You know, there's a lot of things that are out of your control. I would say sometimes it feels like 99% of the things in the world and in life are completely out of my control. But I do know that what I can control is how I react to something and how I feel about it. Sandra is saying she's learned it from her mother. Was your mother very calm? Or is your mother very calm, I should say? Was she calm as you were growing up? I just feel like, yeah, my mom was always calm. But almost like, yeah, very calm. Like, no big deal. Which is good, you know? I mean, I remember when I used to be a little more stressed out about things. But now, maybe it's an age thing. I just figure that, what the heck am I going to do about it? I like to live more in the moment, more for the present day. Somebody asked me something yesterday, actually, about, well, she was in control. Good, Sandra. See? That was her way of coping with it, right? I think I saw a lot of things when I was a kid that were bad. So I felt like I needed to, like, take action, you know, control everything, or at least control it for myself, you know. I don't know what it is. With flashing eyes. Were you afraid of her? I was afraid of my mom when I was a kid. I'm still afraid of her sometimes, actually. I tell her that all the time, that she scares me. Women in my family, Pam says, had a flash temper. I suppress it, except for my eyes. I am the calm one like my dad. Oh, well, you know, if looks could kill, right? If looks could kill, Pam, is what I say. Especially when you have a mask on, you know? There's a big joke around here. A friend of mine and I always talk about, you know, you wear a mask and it's like the eye roll. We don't have to talk to each other. We don't have to see the rest of our faces, but we can roll each other's eyes. Everyone was afraid of your mother? Yeah, I mean, my mom laughs now too, even when I say that to her, that I'm afraid of her. All right, I'm going to do this one with this orange color, which is just called orange. Orange, as they say. And then I am going to add some hot sun right here. You know? All right. Then I'm going to do the same thing for all the centers of these. Yeah, looks could kill. I don't know. I mean, it's you know, I say it has to do with different nationalities, actually, of where that, you know, the looks that can kill will come from. You know, with me, it's a Sicilian family. It's a Sicilian mother. And having that, you know, if you're Sicilian, you know. Alice says, I don't deal well with stress. If I know someone is going to stress me out by their drama, I stay away from them or I don't answer the phone. Oh, I do the same thing, Alice. Let me tell you. Oh, I don't feel like hearing it. Save the drama for your llama, is what I say. You know, I don't feel like hearing your problems. I think that's a great idea. I don't think that is, I don't think that's a bad thing. I think that's good. That's taking consideration of your own feelings and thinking of you. You know, Pam says, my mom used to shake the fly swatter at me when I was acting up when I was little. Never used it, though. Did it have a fly on it? Did it have a fly on it, Pam? Everyone was afraid of my mom, Dawn says. She always looked mean, or she was told. I am the exact opposite. I wear my emotions on my face, but my mom did not deal it all in an emergency. Oh, okay, Kennedy. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you met my mom, you would not really think that she's anyone to be afraid of, but it was one of those, I don't know, not like Marie Barone, but it's more like, I don't know. I'm still kind of afraid of her. She thinks that I'm crazy when I say that, but I really am a little scared. I'm a little scared of you, lady. Is what I say. All right, so now I'm going to use this coral color on this flower right here. Is this coral? Oh my goodness, I thought it wasn't for a minute. And then I'm going to put white on top of it to kind of tone it down a little bit and lighten it. Doesn't it look like a different color though from the other side? A little bit. One good thing is that this group has no drama. You said it, Marianne. You know, what the heck group was I in and they were talking about some sort of drama? I don't know. Just don't share your problems with us, you know? We've had that happen in the past. Many of you remember that, where there were people that were sharing their drama and sharing their problems, and I said, that's it. Please don't talk about that. Marianne knows what I'm talking about. Please don't talk about that. When you don't want to hear it, I'm sorry to you're having that problem, but this is a happy time for us, not a bad time. All right, so I'm going over this with white. Isn't the yellow pretty? I love it. It's hot sun and vanilla flower mixed together. I feel like I'm cooking something. I'm thinking, oh, that is a very good, tasty little dish right there. I had to get the food in there, Alice. All right, now we have this flower down here. I'm going to do the same thing with the coral. Pam saying, my mom said she was glad she had only one child. I was smart and calculating as a youngin'. I thought you said none. Oh, no kidding, Marianne. Wasn't it awful for a little while there? Detail, detail, detail. It didn't go over well when I told them to, you know, zip up your lips there, ladies. When I told them that we didn't want to hear anything. I thought you wrote none there for a minute there, Pam. Just like the other day, this was so funny. The other day, somebody joined the coloring group. I don't remember the person's name, but their profile picture was the Queen. And I said, now I know that the Queen passed away. My condolences to the royal family. But I looked at it briefly and said, oh my God, the Queen has joined the coloring group. And then I realized that it was not the Queen. It was somebody that used the Queen as their profile picture. Oh, I was in stitches with myself. Some people take a situation and blow it up and causes drama where there is none. Oh, you said it, Alice. What is wrong? People cry. People kill me. They really do. Some people just really like, you know, you got to know. Just like Alice said that she says, I stay away from those people. Good for you, Alice, I say. Because, you know, you want to make sure that you do not let that type of thing seep into your world, right? Don't let them take away your happiness and make people, you know, just kind of, oh my goodness, just dropped all my pencils. All to find the yellow. I'm looking for yellow, a brighter yellow, and I'm looking for green for the flowers. The stems of the flowers. The stems of the flowers. Here we go. Yeah, that is so true, Alice. You know, I've got to get up and see if I can find that pencil. There we go. Oh my goodness. I don't know. I bought a new pair of Crocs. Marianne will love this. Does anyone else wear Crocs? I bought a new pair of Crocs, but I bought the ones that have more of a height to the heel. It has like a wedge. Have you seen those, Marianne? Marianne, I know Marianne wears Crocs all the time. And I don't know if I'm liking them today. Some days I don't like them. I don't know why. This is yellow right here. This is called Yellow. Thank you, Pam. Pam says, I love this group. I do too. And it's everybody's. It's a testament to everybody in here, actually. It's not just about me at all. It's a testament to everybody. This one is called Bronze, and I'm going to use bronze in this center of this yellow flower because I think it'll really kind of bring out the yellow. And I was going to put a darker color of something on that yellow, but I don't think I'm going to now. I just want that to be kind of a bronze color. And I'm leaving that white on the center. You live in Crocs? Do you have the Crocs that are with the wedge? I don't know what's wrong with them today, but maybe because it's still kind of humid. Plus, I wear socks with my Crocs. I don't know about you, but I always do. But they're very comfortable. I think I like the height of it better. And I didn't realize how short I really was until I was taking something out of the washer this morning and putting it into the dryer and realized that with the height of this Croc, I can reach way inside that washer. So I don't know what happened to me. They are a comfortable shoe, that is for sure. Karen says, my mom was calm in a crisis but fell apart after it passed. I'm the same one. Calm on the surface, freaking out underneath. Yeah, I think that's what I am too. Or at least I'm like wiped out after it. But it's normal, unless you're a robot. Don't you think? It's normal, unless you're a robot, to feel that. Because it takes a toll on your nervous system. Socks and Crocs. You said it, Pam. I never thought I would like the ones with the wedge, Marianne, but I really, really love them. I do. All right, so this one is called Green. Most of these pencils are creatively named, but I seem to be grabbing all the ones that are not. A little bit of green there, a little bit of green here. And then right here, a little bit of green here. I realize my hooked handle cane is a useful tool for moving things when I am seated. Heather is usually the calm one. Yeah, I mean, do you think that everyone is going to admit that they're not the calm one? I don't know. Crisis brings adrenaline rush, and when it passes, you are exhausted, so it's normal, says Karen. I agree, right? It is normal. You're right. Completely wiped out and exhausted. It's amazing the things that can exhaust you. But I think that the whole thing that you need to just kind of learn to be calm more frequently, and then it will happen. You know, long ago, I was friends with somebody that one day somebody said to him, are you busy tonight? And I guess they wanted to make plans with him to go do something. And he said, yeah, I am. I'm busy. And they said, really? What are you doing? Are you doing anything exciting? He said, my plan is to do nothing. I am busy doing nothing. I do have plans tonight. My plans are to do nothing. And I always remembered that. And I still, to this day, this had to be like, I don't even know, 30 years ago maybe. And still to this day, I remember that. And I think to myself, you know, sometimes the plan is nothing. There doesn't have to be a plan of an activity. There doesn't have to be something that everyone has to keep doing all the time. Alice is saying, and you like them because they give you height. Maybe the air is clearer up there. Maybe. I don't know what it is. No, I don't really know. It's not really, it's like it's not like a heel, like a wedge that's on an angle. It's more of like a chunky sole. Does that make sense? I thought I wouldn't like them, but I kind of like them. Maybe the air is different up here. You never know. Maybe I should start walking on stilts, Alice, and then I'll really know what's going on up here. All right, so I'm going to move on to this grass area as I'm kind of contemplating what else to do to this background, because I want the background to be blue. I'm going to just kind of do a light color of this color called Pickle. Oh, pickle. How about that pickleball that people are playing? Anybody playing pickleball? It seems like all the rage. Yes, I love doing nothing too, Pam. You know, people think, oh, you're doing so busy, busy, busy. I'm really not. I do spend an awful lot of time doing absolutely nothing. You know? I love doing nothing. All right, here's fuchsia pink for this one right here. I'm going to do just a heavy burnishing technique here for this one. Thank you, Pam. I like how it's turning out too. I didn't think that I was going to like it because I limited my colors to such a limit there, but I do like it. All right, now I'm going to add pink for this one. And then for the other one, I think I'm going to make it orange. Where is my little friend? Orange. Marianne says, that's me, Pam. I'm very nervous in the car. I don't go on parkways, just local. You know, people drive like maniacs. So anybody that, I mean, I've driven some pretty crazy places in my lifetime. And I have to say that lately, it's bad. The other day I was on a city, plus I live in a city, so it's a little different. It's not like I'm driving on like a country road and everyone's being nice and calm, and people pass you in crazy spots, and I don't know where people's heads are when it comes to driving anymore. But yeah, I do too. I do feel guilty sometimes, but you know what? Lately I don't feel guilty anymore, Dawn. I'm like, you know what? I'm just doing nothing, because what I do in the time that I do it, like if I'm going to do something, think about like what you're getting done in a short amount of time. Then I think to myself, you know what? I'm doing it. I am doing nothing. I don't really care. All right. I'm going to go with my jungle light green for my backgrounds of this part right here. And I'm going to kind of give it a little bit of a heavy pressure here. Let's check our times. See? Oh, I guess we're going to finish this. I hate when I don't finish the page in the whole time. You know, we don't want to watch me color a leaf for like an hour. Now, the funny part is that I was talking to someone the other day, and they got a kick out of this, because I don't really color much when I am, unless I'm doing a live video. I don't color much. So this is not my go-to calming activity. But if I'm painting something, it can take my mind to another level. Yeah, going on and off the highway like that, that's what you're talking about, right? I'm lucky that I'm a sweet Texas town where there is much courtesy in driving in calm, Sally says. That's great. Heather says, I have not driven in 11 years. Yeah, driving is crazy sometimes. My aunt took all the back roads to the grocery store, even when she got her driver's license years later. Well, you know what? Isn't it better sometimes? Scared of going on and coming off the parkways. You take your life into your hands sometimes, don't you think? Yeah, you know, driving can be crazy. I mean, I remember driving through parts of Connecticut, I've driven to New Jersey, so I've driven through the Bronx. Yeah, Atlanta is bad, right? Some places are really bad, but around here lately, it's not that great. I mean, people squeeze through things. It's nuts. Very, very nuts. Where do you live in Texas, Sally? You know, when you're living in like a city area, it can be stressful. Coloring is like meditation for me. Chris is saying I get so involved in it that I stop worrying about things. Yeah, that's what happens to me when I'm painting. And even when I'm creating a coloring book, when I'm creating something, when I'm putting together a camp, all of that stuff, all of that happens to me at that point. Same thing. So it's just a creation thing, I guess, you know? Do you think, he says that Pam says her husband, McAllen, I don't really, is it a nice small town? The access lanes are so short in New York and Long Island. Oh, thank you, Heather. All right, so here's just this. I'm still working on my jungle green. Now, I'm going to leave those areas white that are in the centers of these yellow flowers, because I really like the contrast. And then, ooh, that sounds like fun. Sally, that sounds like it's very nice. It must be very hot. All right, so now I'm going to think about her clothes. So I'm thinking that I guess we should go with the clothes she's wearing, right? Does she really need to change? We'll go with a yellow shirt. I'm gonna go with the blue background, I think. I'm gonna see how it looks when I'm done with coloring it. Jody says, I live by Fort Hood. Crazy drivers and crazy traffic and drivers. Yeah, people are crazy. And there's this new thing in the city I live in now that a lot of people don't have a driver's license because they didn't pay traffic fines. So now this city wants to like forgive them basically and let them get their license back after these crazy traffic fines. And people are admittedly, I mean, they drive they drive with a suspended license. So I mean, I guess I get it, but if I was the one with the suspended license, I would get caught. So that's what I have to say about that. This one is called Hot Sun. I'm just going to give her little jacket this Hot Sun color. And I'm kind of using a heavy, maybe medium pressure. So it's not, I still want to see a little bit of the white through it all, but not so much. Pam is asking, do you always paint or color the flowers first before you do the person? I guess I do. I don't know why. And I always start at the bottom. How about that? I don't know why I do that either. I often start at the bottom flower in the right hand corner. Don't even ask me why I do that. You would think that I would do the background first, right? Like the behind her, but I don't even do that. All right, here is Rose Luster. I'm going to make those her pants. Oh, pretty color. Isn't it beautiful? And my point is so sharp. I feel like I should have dulled it a little bit. But I'm going to see if I can give her like some textured pants by just kind of, maybe it's not working out like I wanted to, but just kind of coloring on that angle to see if we can create like a fabric look of her to her pants. She's like the fabric of America, you know. Do you do that too, Karen? Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know why I do that. Which one do you color? Do you color the person first? Or do you color the... Give over this a little bit more, just to kind of give it a little bit of a weave to her pants. And then we have some more pink in there. I'm gonna go with a different pink. You start at the top, Alice. This one is called, there goes my pencil again, Blooming Bouquet for this section here. The bottom part of her pocket. And then we've got a purple again, but I'm gonna go with a different purple. And this one is called French Lavender. Pretty color. Very, very pretty color. Cherry, you do the person first? We all have our own methods, right? Now we have kind of a fuchsia color going on for this middle section here, for the button, and for this. All right, now the face. I'm gonna go with peach. for her skin. I'm not going to worry about like shading it. I'm not going to use a tan. I'm just going to go with a light peach. I'm going to kind of give it a light coat, a light touch of paint. I'm sorry, of colored pencil, of paint. All right, so there is our face. Now, this lady does not have, she's, you know, regular. She's a regular person here. So she has some gray hair. So let's go with some cool gray in some of them. And some dark gray. I'm going to do like a light pressure here. Let's add some white to this one right here to make it even lighter. Because, you know, maybe she might has a little bit of like, I don't know, a little bit of something else happening there. I'm not even going to add black to it, actually. I'm just going to kind of fool around with this white and cool gray, just to kind of leave it a little bit of basic. Well, I've got to tell you, Pam, if that's what's happening with those pockets down there, she has got some issues and she needs to purchase a new bra. She needs to reassess. Maybe she needs to go to the store and have that, you know. Did you ever have that happen when you were a kid? You went to a store and like the, you know, the attendant in the lingerie department would like fit you for a bra. When I was a kid, we used to go to this store. Oh, I'm not offended at all, Pam. I think it's funny. We used to go to the store for clothes when I was a kid, and I could not stand this woman. She was like the saleswoman of the store. I think her name was Grace. Bye, Marianne. We'll talk soon. I think her name was Grace. And she always used to like tell me that my pants didn't fit right, and she used to take them by the waist as I tried them on. I'm telling you, I've been scarred for life from this woman when it comes to buying clothes. But she used to take the waist and like hike them up. Like, I'm like, that is not where my waist is. But she was convinced that I needed to have like, I don't know, a bigger size. It was like the, I don't know what it was. For years and years and years, I haven't thought about it in a long time actually, but for many, many years of my life, this woman, Grace, at this store named Brands, which is no longer in business, scarred me for life when it came to buying clothes. I mean, she made me feel like I was like £1,000,000 pounds and that nothing would fit me properly. It wasn't a good situation with this lady. All right, I'm going to go with turquoise in the background. And I'm going to, of course, color it on the angle, because I don't want to have, any scratchiness. So I'm going to just kind of pop it in there. I'm thinking that Pam is calling Marianne ma'am, but I'm realizing she's using her initials. Yeah, that made me laugh too. I'm telling you, maybe she does need that Wonder Bra. Unless she's, you know, letting them all hang out. You don't know. It was terrible, Pam, let me tell you. Especially like as a kid. All right, I'm seeing that I have a little bit of green that I need to pop in here and right here. Plus we have her shoe, which I'm going to give brown. Anyway, I think I'm over it by now. I don't know. I hope so. My God, if I'm going to carry that to the grave, then something's wrong, right? I think I need to let it go. I wonder if that lady realizes what I couldn't have been the only one that she made feel like that either, though. So, and I wonder if she realizes what she did to people. She was so bossy. What a bossy pants she was. Yeah, that's not good when someone's... I mean, I never grew up with parents being obsessed with weight like that, but I do know many people that happened to, Pam. You know what? It's not good. All it does is lead to other problems later on in life, you know? Plus, sometimes doctors will say stuff like that to you when you're a kid. You know, it's not good. Everyone's so weight conscious, right? All right, so this is that turquoise color. I really like this color, actually, behind it all. And I'm going to go a little bit darker while I get into this area here. And then what I'm going to do, over the shoulder boulder holder. Because what do we, I don't know, it reminds me of like something like a little kid would say to somebody. Like, what are we, like in the third grade, you know, when someone calls someone four eyes or something? I don't know. All right, I'm erasing some of this because I want this, what's behind this, to be a little bit lighter. And I'm using this little white eraser. And then what I would do with this is clean this by erasing on something white. And then I'm going to go back in, actually, and erase some of the other sections. Well, you know, everybody has health issues, granted, but you know, what's presented sometimes. All right, I'm going to leave a little bit of white here because I want to erase a little bit of this, the tip of this. So sometimes just erasing something will actually give it a little bit more of a, you know, a little bit more of an oomph. Do you love her, Pam? I mean, Heather, isn't she beautiful? And I love her hair. Give it a little bit of an erase there too, because maybe she's got a little bit of gray going on, even more. Maybe I should have put some wrinkles in her face. She could just be regular, you know, not irregular, but she's a regular person. All right, so we've got all of that there. Now I'm going to add a little bit, I'm going to erase a little bit on those insides of those yellow flowers over to the side. And she's done. Hey, Tanya. Good to see you. I know you had kind of, I don't know if you had been watching. I know you had some things happening too, so. All right, so we've got all of this here. This is all set. Done. So let's just take yeah, she's one of us, exactly, Heather. So let's just read this again. Never be in a hurry, according to St. Francis de Sales. Do everything quietly and in a calm spirit. Do not lose your inner peace for anything whatsoever, even if your whole world seems upset. It's not worth the energy. Really, really not worth the energy to get yourself to that point. And then I went on to write, being calm allows one to enjoy a sense of peace deep inside one's heart and soul. Calmness increases one's capacity for hope, because we all need hope. Forgiveness. If you don't forgive in your lifetime, then the only person you're hurting is yourself. Compassion. You need to have compassion for others. And for creativity. As one learns to let go of what cannot be controlled, becoming a witness to life's moments. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear about your wife, Tanya. I did see you post on Facebook about that. And I did see that you weren't at the color alongs and weren't watching lives. But it's good to have you back. I hope you're doing well. The more frequently one can achieve a calm state of mind and body, the easier it will be to remain calm amidst a stressful situation. So, I hope that we learned something today. I mean, we've certainly learned that I'm bossy pants in a crisis, right? And Sandra's right there with me with her hat. I think we've determined that we need hats for our bossy pants moments in the middle of a crisis, and so that we remain the calm one. But I think it's important for your own sanity, for your own well-being, to just learn to remain that that calmness, you know? And then if you want to go in the bathroom and scream, and you want to stick your head inside a pillow and scream, or go stand there and cry under the shower, then that is fine. But, okay, so next week we are going to work on the words part of it. And we'll do it a little bit different. Maybe we'll do a different technique for that one. And we'll meet again next Wednesday, so that'll be exciting. So like I said earlier, look forward to, I've been working on a few different things. The Fall Fling Coloring Gathering is coming up October 20th and 21st. You can sign up on my website, and there's a link in the comments here. I'm also working on my freebie yearly calendar for the year 2023. So that'll be coming out actually, it'll be coming out during the month of September, so you can get that printed out. And some people like to color the whole thing before the year starts. Some people color it as the year goes on, but I always give those out every year. The other thing that I've been working on is Christmas Camp. Christmas Camp is going to be a blast. Save the date, December 7th through 11th. It's a Wednesday to Sunday. It's 10 a.m. each day. It's going to include coloring, painting, drawing, crafts. It's going to include all of it. We're going to be creating coloring greeting cards. We're going to create some Christmas ornaments. It's going to be available on my website as a box set when you can purchase it. It'll only be available to 40 people. In fact, once I sell 40, no one else will be able to sign up. So I am working on what I'm going to do about shipping to Canada, but that's save the date, September 7th through 11th. It'll be available for sale and to register on October 1st. I know that's early, but I want to give people time. And then you've got to make sure you order it. We did the words for Be Feisty. Did we not do the words for Be Feisty, and today was supposed to be Feisty? Chris. Oh my goodness. I guess I didn't. Did we cancel this color along? Is that why? Did we do a color along? We didn't do it on that day, right? Oh my goodness, I'm so embarrassed, Chris. We'll have to catch up to them. We can do them. We'll do let's do Stay Calm. Let's finish Stay Calm next week, and then we'll backtrack to Be Feisty. Where is my head, Chris? Can't even believe it. See? I don't know. What a jumbled, crazy thing in my head. What happened? See? All right. Oh, thank you, Sally. I'm so glad you enjoyed it. This book actually is available on my website as a PDF if anyone is interested. What else did I want to tell you that I was working on? Christmas Camp, Fall Fling, free calendar, and there was a fourth thing. Anybody remember what the fourth thing was? Oh, the drawing workshop. That's what it was. Okay. All right, everyone. I will see everyone soon. Have a great week. See you all next week. And stay calm, right? Stay calm. Calm down. No, seriously. Have a great day. Thanks.